Now in this module, we are going to talk about advanced filter. But before we go and talk about advanced filter, just to recap about the normal filter. Now, if this is the list of data you have and you want to do a filter on it, you would be using this filter tab and you will get these buttons. So you will click on this list and you click on this filter and you'll get these buttons, drop down buttons. And using these buttons, we can do filter. Now, this is a regular filter we normally use. So for example, if I want to find out, I want to see all the jobs, I want to see all those employees who has a job called clerk. So I can click here and I can select all, remove that select all and say clerk and say okay. So I'll get a clerk here, no problem. And then I can clear it off. So what happens is that while we are doing this filtering, the original data is actually hidden. So only those data is shown up on the list, which is basically satisfies the criteria which we are finding. Another query if we can look is like if I want to find a job where the job is basically having a clerk or a salesman. So job, we'll say text filter equals clerk or job equals salesman and say okay. So it just shows me clerks and salesmen. Again, I have to say clear to clear it and see it. Now suppose I want that the job and department. So I want all those employee who works as clerk for the department research. I want to find how many clerk works in the research departments. So how do I do that? So first of all, I have to go here and I first have to select clerk and say okay. And then I have to click here and select research. So that's a two-step we have to do. And if there are multiple sites, so all these we can apply. And these are all and. So where job is equal to clerk and department is equal to research. Okay. Now, suppose I want to find out all those jobs where the job is equal to clerk or research is equal to department. Now that is not possible using regular filter. If you want to find out the average sales, which employee gets greater than the average sales or average salary of all employees, that also you cannot use the regular filter, right? So there are a lot of queries which are very advanced level queries which regular filter cannot handle. In that case, we need to do advanced filter. Sometimes we want that, okay, from this list, get me all the unique list of jobs because these jobs are repeated. I want the unique list. That also I cannot do using a regular filter. Okay, and regular filter filter in place. That means it filtered the original data as well. The data on which you have applied this. This data is filtered. The rest of the data which does not follow the criteria is hidden. Now, if I want that no, the data should not be hidden, rather the search data should be copied to some other location and the original data should be intact, that is not possible using regular filter. All these features which are not possible using regular filter, which I discussed, is possible using advanced filter. And that why advanced filter becomes very handy. So we'll just remove this regular filter because we have understood the limitations of regular filter before we actually jump into advanced filter. As you can see in the data, there is one thing called as an advanced filter. Now, advanced filter is the advanced version of regular filter. Of course, the name suggests that this filter has better capabilities and more advanced features as far as the regular filter is concerned. You can use this when you need to use more complex criteria to filter your data set. Now, regular filter data set in place In place means the original data is modified or hidden, and only those data which satisfies the criteria is shown. But in advanced filter, you can filter in place and also can extract data and copy it in another location in the sheet. So that is also possible using advanced filter. Advanced filter can be used to extract unique records. So I was telling you, you cannot, if you want just the job. Now, for example, here, if I want to get a list of job, I want a drop down where I want to see a list of job. Now, how will I create that list? Either you have to go and type the job manually into the list, or you have to do something about it. For example, if you want to create a list of job here, now the jobs are there and they are repeated. So this is a small list, so you understand these are the jobs which are there. But I want to get the unique jobs so that I can create a list of it, right? So if I go here and create a list of job from the existing job list, so I can say data validation list, and say this is the source, and say okay. What I get is a repetition, which is clerk so many times. I don't want that. I just want unique clerk once, salesman. So I want a list of job. Now this is a very wrong way of doing it. So how do I do that? So you have another option is that you need to copy this into some other location, right? And one by one, see which is the unique one and pass it off. Okay. Or you have a way by which you can filter out this unique one. Now, advanced filter will allow you to filter out this unique names for the job. And then copy it in another location, and from that location you can create the drop down list. So that is also possible, which we are going to see that as an example. So advanced filter can be used to extract unique records, and using advanced filter you can use functions like dsum, daverage, dcount, dget, and so on. So we'll see those functions as well and how they work. So first of all, let us see how to extract unique records. So I will just display the job and the department here. So let's see how it works. So I'll click on somewhere on the list and click on the advanced. Automatically the system understands that this is the list from which I would run the filter. But I'm not interested right now in the entire list. I'm only interested in this. Right. So I'll select this with the header. Please note that. Click on advanced. So now it takes this. So I need to remove this, delete this, and then select this only, because I want to filter out only the job part. Criteria range, I don't want to give any criteria because I'm not picking up any row. I'm just trying to pick up the unique record. So you need to check unique records only. And you don't need to filter in place. Rather, you want to copy it to another location. So I want to copy it somewhere here. So all the unique records with the heading job would be copied here. Okay, so let's see. Say okay. And you can see here, all the unique records of job is copied in this location. So clerk, salesman, manager, and analyst, and president. These are the jobs which are there. Similarly, I can do that for department. So what I need to do is I need to select again this column, and then we need to go to advanced, and the previous selection is always there. So we'll select this as the list range now. Criteria range is nothing. Copy to the location, and this time the location would be this one, and unique records, and say okay. So that's my department. So there's only 3 departments and around 5 jobs. Now I can easily go and create the list. So I can go to data validation, list, and from here I can select this and say okay. And similarly, I can go to data validation. From here I can select the list and select this and say okay. So now I will get unique records form a list of job and list of department. Now you can see very easily and very quickly we could actually create a list of unique records and store it, copy it in another location, and from that I created the drop down list.